for what he has. He says that the only way that we can solve our problem is to unite together among ourselves, among our own kind, clean ourselves up, rid ourselves of the evils that we've become addicted to here in this society, and try and...
Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man. Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man.
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. It's cool enough just being cool, like I am, chilling.
You're a philosopher? Yes. You're a philosopher? Yes. You're a philosopher? Yes. You're a philosopher? Yes. I think very deeply. I think very deeply.
That's what me and this nigga do. We pick something and then we rant about it. Yo, baby, I got all the dope moves. You got the dope what? It all breaks down to, what does this mean to me? What does this event mean to me? How does this event affect my thinking? Affect my way of life?
Get it, nigga. You wanna get it?
I think we OD. I think we OD. I think we OD. I think we OD.
To the east, to the north, to the west, to the south, above, below, and the middle. To the east, to the north, to the west, to the south, above, below, and the center. Greetings. This is Big Pontiac, and welcome to the Chocolate Mountain Show. I am the holder of the infinite sacred ball game that was created by the Hero Twins. And I am that one and only Galactic Daddy-O, welcoming each and every one of you to my galactic patio that reaches from Minnesota to the universe. Well, that must be my cue to come on in, sit a little while with everyone, converse with everyone, greet everyone on this beautiful, beautiful spring evening, spring morning. I guess it's a beautiful spring morning. And thank you, everyone that has come and joined me today. I appreciate it. I am still drinking. Is this purified or is this just some purified drinking water in the copper cup, which has the shungite in it? I don't know if I can show the shungite without making a mess. Probably not. There you go. You can see the copper, or you can see the shungite in there a little bit. So pop them if you got them. We are smoking from the unicorn Luca. Smoke them if you want them. It's percolating. It's time for the percolator. All right. And of course, we are eating on the vegan herb gummies, Delta 8. Yeah. So tonight didn't seem like much effort. Actually, the hockey game turned out to be better than the basketball game. Oh, but where's my main man from Japan? Where he is. Dismiss. I don't need that. I have that. But we must give a thanks to our one and only Mr. PJ Allen. And I know he can control all his.
My bitches. You saying you can't control your bitches? What?
And he watches me because he has.
You got to have vision.
And I know he has vision. Let me check in with Super Sly. Super Sly, what's happening?
What are we doing?
I'm just chilling. What?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
I'm just sitting here, man. But okay. Thank you, Super Sly. Let me check with Let me check with homeboy Nick Taylor. What's happening, Nick?
Me and Bubba trying to rescue some kittens.
Well, that's very noble, Nick. I appreciate that. And let's check with Ziova, the technician.
I mean, TikTok. A lot of the white content creators on TikTok get all of their dances from the black content creators.
That's a good point. I would have never thought of that. And I just wanted to check in with my homeboy Nick Taylor one more time. Nick.
Flat because he wiped up Future's motherfucking ex-hoe.
Remember I made this video?
What? What's got you all excited? What? What was that, homeboy? Nick?
Flat because he wiped up Future's motherfucking ex-hoe.
Okay, okay. Well, that's how it is sometimes. But let's check back in with Ziova. Ziova, you had a little more to say.
The Chinese platform, you already know they don't give a fuck about your black ass. And then
What? They don't care about me? How do they know about me, Ziova?
the Chinese platform, you already know they don't give a fuck about your black ass.
TikTok does not give a fuck about me, obviously. Thank you for telling me that, Ziova. I didn't know. El Dragon, what's happening? Thank you for joining.
vision.
Okay. So, like this is what was interesting tonight. Now and I should have made this little short clip of it, but this is the facts of the game tonight. So they said it. They said Boston was the worst turnover team, fires causing turnovers in the whole league. They were the worst at it. And they were the worst scoring off of turnovers, something like that. The coach said like that at the end of the game. And all of a sudden we've got all these turnovers. Like Lowry did several turnovers that looked like it was turned over on purpose. I wonder what the over and under was, because I was looking at it, it was like, oh, where are we at right now? 188, 189. I said, I bet the over and under might have been around 2. But it was like Lowry had 4 turnovers in the first half. When they said the 3 games they won, they averaged 5, 6 turnovers a whole game. Lowry by himself in the first half had 4 turnovers. So, we see what they're doing and how they did it tonight. Now, the pressure's going to be on. Can they go back and do something that nobody else has really done? We'll see. And then the hockey game turned out to be a real good game. One dude almost had a hat trick. So I think, I don't know. There was a couple plays that was questionable. And even the effort at the end there was questionable. OTF, what's happening?
You got to have vision.
To come fuck with me. So it was a couple plays, but overall it was the crowd was great. The Vegas crowd is always one of the loudest crowds in the league. So I always enjoy watching the games in Vegas. And since, they've made that they made success come to them very quickly. Remember their first year in, they was in the Stanley Cup playoffs. But remember what it was. It was the Capitals. The Capitals went all those years where they lost. But remember, when the Capitals came into the NHL their first year, they made it to the NHL and they won it all. So do you see what they did? They just replaced one team with the other. They changed places. The Capitals now is the older team, and then you had the new team make it in their first year, and they lost the same way the Capitals had lost years before. So it's interesting if you follow in NHL at all how they've done that. But it was entertaining. The hockey game, I watched a little more of the hockey game just because the basketball game wasn't. You could see the effort wasn't there. And they tell you how it's scripted. Well, in the first 3 games, Jimmy Butler was controlling the offense almost every play. And that's what Van Gundy said. He said the first 3 games, Jimmy Butler controlled the offense almost every play. And we didn't see that dominant. We have not seen a dominant Jimmy Butler. Now, Van Gundy said since game 2, but I think since game 3 as well. I think Jimmy Butler played decent in game 3. All right, here we go. And, I didn't play pickleball today. I still walked over a mile, probably closer to 2. Let's check it out. Let's see how, I had to get I lifted weights today and my elbows feel it. But I didn't play pickleball. Hopefully I'm going to play in the morning. I couldn't get my lazy ass up. Chain, that's right. Let's see if I can tap into that. Yesterday. Said I walked more last year than this year. Oh, that's funny. Let's how do I tap into that? But I think I was almost up to 2 miles. Yeah, today, which still don't know where it gives me. Okay, yesterday. Okay, said I've climbed 10 flights of stairs yesterday. Rest energy. steps. Let's see if they'll give me yesterday. I know that. But what did I actually do yesterday? Maybe this will tell me. Here we go. So Wednesday I got 11,000 steps in. Yesterday I only got 3,000 steps in. So yeah, it was a little over a mile yesterday. But it averages out. But yeah, so maybe I got in almost 2 miles, like 1.8. But 10 flights of stairs, because I was doing a bunch of stairs at the mall. Because that's really what I did. I went out to the mall and I usually hit all the stairs. So, and that's just on a humbug, lift weights, so every day, try to do something for yourself every day. If I can do it, almost 62, you can do it too. Oh, Anthony G, what's happening?
You got to have vision.
Yeah, Vegas is a video game kind of team. Yep. When the magnets aren't on for Butler, he looks like an average player. I would say, I don't know. Again, he fits that Kobe, Jordan, Dr. J kind of game that they like. And so, I don't know. Yes, they do turn things on for him. But his effort has definitely changed too. That's what I'll say. His effort changed. And that's the thing I get. I don't get. It's just effort. I mean, he wasn't a factor, and he can be a factor on both ends. And remember, when the dude did, now I've wondered this too. I wonder, can injuries be CGI? And I wonder this for a while since we saw Paul George have the multiple break, compound fracture, and in the summer, before the Olympics. Remember that he had a compound fracture, and then we had the first game of the year, Chris Hayward have a compound fracture. When these are very rare. So when we saw, what was his name? Austin, I think, the other guard, because that's the way they tried to justify saying that the Heat had so many turnovers is because their guard turned his ankle. And it looked nasty. Again, I can't watch that stuff. I see his foot land, I had to turn because I feel it. I mean, it's like I'm such an empath that me watching a person get hurt, I feel it. Now, watching somebody get shot, I don't feel that. But athletically, I feel a person in sports if I can feel it. So I have to kind of turn away. So, that's the only question I wonder, because again, that ball handling was solely missed. Even though he's the number 3 guard, he handles the ball a lot. And that number, what is his name? 55 that just shoots. I mean, don't box out. He's bigger than Brown, and Brown is grabbing rebounds and scoring right next to him because he ain't box out. It's like, you're bigger than this dude. All you got to do is put a body in front of him. Put a body on him. That's all he has to do, and the guy won't even do that. Let Brown out athletic him. So I thought that was kind of a tell too. But just the effort. Because Jimmy Butler can do what Tatum was doing to them, where everybody's, trying to stop Tatum. And I thought that was bogus. Tatum obviously, dude pushed him in the back. And then Tatum said something to the refs, and the refs called a tech on Tatum. I thought that was really bogus. It's like, what do we got going here? I was like, okay. I don't know. I thought that was odd. So, yeah. So that's just my wonder about it. Because we've watched games. Like, what's the number? The twin that plays, that they went to Reno. Nevada Reno, the twin that plays, Martin maybe. But we watched him like 2 games ago. He really looked like he sprained his shit. And he came right back. I mean, we've watched some there's been plays where it looks like people have really injured themselves, and then they come right back and keep playing. So I don't know. So that's something odd as well, because we've been seeing legs and knees going odd places, and the dudes keep playing. So I don't know. Dr. Sinister.
You got to have vision.
And I'll say, I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on with my cable. We pay the most, not even cable, we just have internet. And what was it? Last Friday, game just went out. Don't know why. Earlier today, it's going like last night, just cuts out for 10 minutes. And luckily I was able to go long as I was able to go, but it's just like, what are we paying for if you keep cutting it out when it's not even being used or pressed? So that's what happened last night. Luckily, I was able to go long as I was able to go. Oh, but yes, thank you for joining. So this is just what I was looking at today. It seems like this is very possible. It just seems very odd that we're seeing all these angles, and yet these dudes can keep playing. So that's something to consider too, is what are we seeing when it looks like they get hurt, and then because the twin the other day, he really took a hard fall, and not just a hard fall, but the angle that his knee did, and he just like when it went cut to commercial, because it's like one of them bad injuries where they cut to commercial, cut back, he back shooting free throws. So I mean, maybe they're more their elasticity is better because they're young and in shape. I don't know. That I can't say, but that's what it seems like. What is this? I do want to mess with the world a little bit. Seems like there's a couple interesting things going on in the world where we can laugh at people, because that's one of my favorite things to do, is laugh at people. I don't know. This is 2 weeks ago, but it might be funny. Well, I don't know who this nigga is, but it looks like it's gonna be funny. And so it's gonna be, I don't know if it's funny, but it might be odd. So when it get ready, I'll bring it in. I hadn't heard of this. Woo, damn. All right, let's see what. Okay. That was weird. Like, that was like just weird. All right. I don't know what this story is, but it looks like we might be able to find some amusement out of it. So let's see. Like, I swear it just looked like something just really hit my system. So, all right, check this out.
Himself on the other side of the law.
And he's accused of falsifying information and even threatening a victim. Local 10's Terrell Forney live now at VSO headquarters.
Now, he oh my goodness, he looks like that cat that Eddie Murphy used to play. Listen to this cat again. Listen, like.
10's Terrell Forney live now at VSO headquarters for the details for us.
But he looks okay. She looks okay too. Let's hear what this brother in the street got to say. He's looking kind of.
Terrell.
And this arrest especially concerning, considering the types of crimes.
Now you could tell he smoked the fat one. Look at his eyes. He like, he doing the news like you're supposed to be. He got his T-shirt on. He got him a nice little, like little dress shirt. That's not bad. So let's hear what he got to say. Let's go.
That this BSO deputy was investigated. Most of the people who reported crimes, he looked into sexual abuse allegations. Well, tonight, that detective himself is in jail here in Fort Lauderdale, and he's charged with 9 counts of official misconduct and 1 count of extortion. Detective Demetrius Campbell is a 21-year veteran of BSO, investigating sensitive sex crimes with a special victims unit. But the sworn deputy is accused of dropping the ball on multiple cases by allegedly lying about evidence and victim statements, even closing out sex crimes cases without a proper investigation. The situation came to light when a sexual battery victim called BSO to get a status update on her case. Campbell's supervisors then got involved after records revealed the case had been closed because the victim was uncooperative, something she adamantly denied. In another case, Detective Campbell, quote, reported that when making contact with the victim and her mother, she admitted to him that she lied and completely made everything up, crime unfounded. But after BSO's Public Corruption Unit reopened and re-interviewed that witness, an investigator says, I asked if she provided Detective Campbell with that statement, and she said no. And there are accusations of subtle threats against some victims. Campbell is accused of telling one woman, an illegal immigrant, quote, it doesn't make any sense to go any further with this case because nothing is going to come from it, and not to use this as a tool to get a U visa. With nearly 100 cases that were assigned to Campbell, Sheriff Gregory Toney is now issuing this statement that says, I expect all BSO employees to serve with virtuous character and integrity. Failure to fully investigate such serious crimes is reprehensible and downright disgraceful. The public can rest assured all unfounded SVU cases investigated by Campbell will be reopened and thoroughly reviewed. And that number is 41. 41 cases that Campbell investigated and labeled unfounded. Those are the cases that are now being re-investigated. In the meantime, Campbell again here in jail. He is expected to appear before a judge sometime tomorrow. We are live in Fort Lauderdale tonight. Terrell Forney, Local 10 News.
Damn. Damn, that's a double damn. This dude was just running buck wild in Fort Lauderdale. Damn, got this shit y'all got going in Fort Lauderdale. All right, let's see what's been going on. Oh, yes, I got a lot for you guys. Let's see. I want to show the oldest first. All right, it's going to be a lot of it. So get ready. It's going to be a lot back to back to back, but you guys got to know. Did we watch this yesterday? Yes, I think so we'll skip this one. Yeah, we watched that last night. Okay, we didn't watch this one. So let's watch this one. All power to, what's his name? Smoke. All power to Smoke.
And change.
Tonight, his family hopes the world will remember him. Charmaine Nero spoke with his brother and
Say his
joins us
name.
live from George Floyd
Say
Square
his
tonight.
name.
Charmaine?
Julie, every year people from...
Okay, Charmaine, you're not a bad-looking girl, but why? Why you got this on? I mean, your hair is that jacked up? You needed this? You're not bad-looking. I don't know if you needed these big shoulder pads. I would have went with something else, and I don't know about... But okay, let's go. What you talking about, Charmaine? Let's hear it.
From all walks of life come to George Floyd Square to mourn his loss, and today is no different. We spoke to his brother today, who said he's so grateful for the continued support.
It was 3 years ago today when George Floyd took his last breath.
I just want people to remember him.
Speaking from his home, Floyd's brother Philonis recalls him as being a great dad and friend.
As a kind-hearted person, admirable, somebody who was a catalyst for overdue change.
Since that day in 2020, all 4 Minneapolis police officers have been convicted in both state and federal court on various charges stemming from the event leading up to state and federal.
Damn white boys out there. Most of them is psychopaths and all that. They'll kill your mama's mama. And you damn white boys out there. Most of them is psychopaths and all that. They'll kill your mama's mama. And you damn white boys out there. Most of them is psychopaths and all that. They'll kill your mama's mama, and you.
Decent white folk that still don't know they're racist.
Federal court on various charges stemming from the event leading up to Floyd's murder.
How does it feel today for you and your family?
To me, it's a day that's always disturbing because you know what happened on this day. So a lot of people, they acknowledge, what happened and they want to speak to you and make sure that you're comfortable and, your close friends.
Do you feel like you have justice?
I never feel like.
Okay, all that bread they got. This family got a lot of bread. What, 20-some, 30 million from the city of Minneapolis? So you think that ain't justice?
I have justice. There's too many people out here that's having the same problem over and over again. You'll think what happened to George will be the last because we had a guy sitting on a man's neck for over 9 minutes. It's disturbing to me. And I think about what happened to Amir Locke, Dante Wright.
As people gather to pay their respects at George Floyd Square and remember the movement now engraved in history, his family wants the world to never forget.
When people remember him, I want them to know what happened. I want them to know that he was murdered. I want people to remember that. Remember that video.
Okay, but let's look at something.
Engraved in history for the movement.
Where was it? Where was it?
His family wants the world.
When people remember him, I want them to know.
All right. What does this really mean? What did Dark Man X teach us that this means? This is Nazi saluting, especially when you see Europeans do it. This is Nazi saluting. Nothing more, nothing less. This is absolutely Nazi saluting. But okay, let's go. They feel better, but they're Nazi saluting.
What happened? I want them to know that he was murdered. I want people to remember that. Remember that video. Remember the posters. Remember everything.
Now, there isn't much of a crowd here right now, but we do expect that to change in the next 2 to 3 hours. There is a candlelight vigil happening right here at 8 p.m.
Okay, well, let's see, because I think they do another show. Let's see another show in a couple hours. Let's see. Let's see the other show about George Floyd. George Floyd all night. Okay, right here. No, okay, we just watched that one. Okay, here's another one. It's George Floyd. It's never enough of George Floyd. We're going to give you all the